Welcome to Qigong. I'm Jen, and today we're going to be doing a shorter live session that I've been doing this week. We're just going to focus on breathing techniques and exercises. We're going to do a little bit of a meditation using some breathing techniques, and we're going to do some longevity exercises at the end just to kind of keep freshened up. The longevity exercises that I've been doing at the ends of my videos are always great to do anytime. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this practice. So I'd have some water nearby since we're going to be breathing a lot, and it's possible to, get dehydrated a little bit. Anytime we practice, actually just have some water nearby because it's good for you. So, and Bruce Lee said to be water. So if you drink water, you'll be more water, relatively. Anyway, so these breathing techniques that we're doing today are techniques I learned in Kung Fu and were really beneficial for that. There are all kinds of breathing techniques, but the ones I'll show you today will really help increase your lung capacity, which is good for either working out, but just breathing in general. It helps your immunity. It is just going to help you overall. If you have asthma, doing these breathing exercises are great. They can really help your condition improve if you have breathing issues. But really, it's also just to relax your body and get energy moving through it. One of the most essential things in Qigong is our breathing. So these breathing techniques will help in all kinds of ways. Isn't that great? Isn't that what we want from practice? Hopefully. So go ahead and sit down. We're just going to kind of take it a little easier today, doing the breathing techniques, then the meditation, then the longevity exercises. But I promise you will still get tons of benefit from this. As I did in a video a couple days ago with the marrow washing, I showed you standing meditation. And standing meditation is amazing. Like, it's the most powerful technique I've found so far. If you can, get out your jitters enough and strengthen your muscles enough to be able to stand for long periods of time. If you can work up to doing a half hour of standing meditation, that's amazing. But I started with sitting meditation, and I still do it every single day. And without it, I know I would have a lot less clarity of mind, and things, my Qigong practices would not be as good if I didn't do my sitting meditation, because it just clears your mind and opens you up to new experiences and is just great in general. I'm sure you've heard people say that meditation is great. It just is. But we're going to do a little bit of a special meditation today. You may have seen my videos on meditations that are more guided meditation, where we go through nature visualization and stuff like that. I might work a little bit of that into it, but I think we're probably just going to focus on a breathing exercise / meditation that I found super powerful when I learned Kung Fu. So that's what we'll do today. So start off by sitting down cross-legged, as I said. The way you want to sit cross-legged is really up to you and depends on what's comfortable for your body type. There is no wrong way to do it. If you want to sit in a chair, that's good. As long as you can have your spine straight, that's the most important thing. So don't like pick a chair where you're like, lounging back like this and your spine's all curled up. That's not quite what we're going for with this. But if it's a comfy chair, you can sit on the edge of it and that will work. Or whatever works for you. If it's a hard back chair, that's probably better. But I personally like to sit cross-legged on the floor. Now, when I sit cross-legged regularly, my legs are pretty muscular and a bit heavy, so my feet fall asleep very easily. So I tend not to do it this way. Also, it feels unbalanced to me. Another good way to do it is to sit on a pillow, but personally, I like to have my feet either just kind of both laying like this, tucked against each other, because then my body is laying flat on the bottom and I'm able to have a perfectly straight spine. The other way you can do it is to do a half lotus or full lotus position, which I am capable of, but again, muscular legs, so I prefer, and there's still a little bit of unevenness, so I need to probably work on my full lotus a little bit if I truly want to do it, but honestly, this works just as well, so we'll see what my priorities turn into. I don't know. But anyway, pick what's most comfortable for you and get into that seated meditation position that you're liking. Roll your shoulders back just a little bit. Feel your chest open. Pull your shoulders back and down. A good way to have your shoulders relaxed when you're practicing, either with meditation or with Qigong in general, is to squeeze your shoulder blades back. You don't want to squeeze them the whole time, but at least initially, if you squeeze them together, you'll feel more how your shoulders are supposed to be placed. And the more relaxed they are, the lower they are from your ears, the better. Again, if you do have a very muscular body type, it's a lot harder to get your shoulders down. I know I had my muscles pretty built up at one point from Kung Fu up here, and everyone was like, relax your shoulders. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just have a lot of muscle. So, do what you can. Every day is different, and every day we're improving just a little bit, so we're gonna get into it. So our first breathing exercise is to help with mental clarity and agility. If you do this exercise, it's going to clear your mind and you're going to feel really good. So go ahead and you'll do it along with me. What we're going to do is breathe. We're going to cover one of our nostrils so that we sound all nice. And if your nose is clogged, I'm sorry, this might not work. Try blowing your nose. Get anything out of there before you do this. But do your best. If you can at least try, it should help clear your nose if you're having any issues. But if you can especially do this when your nose is clear, it will help in general keep your nasal passages clear and build your immunity and even help with allergies potentially. I know some people have had success with that. So don't discount this exercise if you have allergies and perpetually clogged nose. I happen to have a deviated septum, so at times I can have difficulty breathing in and out of my nose, but this exercise has helped that as well. So you're going to cover one of your nostrils. Just you can mirror me if that's what's most comfortable for you. And we'll breathe in for 3 seconds. We'll hold for 3 seconds. And then we'll switch the nostril and breathe out for 3 seconds. And then in, hold, out. And then in, hold, out. So let's try this. So breathe in for 3. Into your dantian, hold your breath, and out. In for 3. Hold your breath for 3, and out. In for 3, expanding your belly as you breathe. Hold for 3, and out for 3. In for 3. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 3, out for 3. You can slow the 3s a little bit as you go. That's even better. 1, 2, 3. In for 3. 1, 2, 3. In for 3. As deeply as you can. 1, 2, 3. In for 3. And out for 3. We'll do one more on each side. In for 3. Hold for 3. Last one. In for 3. All right. Hopefully your mind is feeling a little clearer and you're not feeling too lightheaded from that. When you initially do this exercise, sometimes you can feel a little lightheaded. If with these breathing techniques you feel lightheaded at any time, just stop where you are. You can always come back to them later, try them later on your own, or along with the video when it's officially uploaded. And just work your way up to it. You don't want to get too lightheaded with this. So make sure when you do these techniques, you're taking time in between to now breathe regularly. And really try to feel if there is any difference when you do these techniques, because everyone experiences all of these differently, and some might help you and some might not. And you want to be aware of that and really check in with your body and figure out what's working for you and what isn't, and then amplify those practices that work and work them into your everyday life to improve and make yourself feel better. That's the best way to do it. All right, so this next exercise is going to be one that will open up your lungs in a really great way. Let's see, you can do this cross-legged, but I actually like to do it. You can also sit like this. Japanese martial arts style. I learned that in Aikido and got to practice that when I did Aikido. And I find it quite comfortable. You know, you're just kind of sitting back on your heels, and it's pretty easy to have a straight back with it. You know, tuck your chin back to straighten your neck, and you can just kind of place your hands here. Again, this takes practice. A lot of people's legs fall asleep pretty quickly in this sitting position, so just do what feels comfortable. I wouldn't recommend this one necessarily for sitting meditation, but definitely for this breathing exercise, it is good because it gives you a little more range of motion with your arms, which we will need, but we don't need a crazy amount, so don't worry. And if you're in a chair, what we're going to be doing is lifting up our arms, making fists, and then pulling our arms back and squeezing our shoulder blades together as we do that. Our fists should be pretty much level with our shoulders, a little lower, I guess. And so make sure you're not banging your elbows back against something. Be sure you have plenty of space, because we're going to be doing it at a little bit of speed, so don't, you know, hit your funny bone. It's not as humorous as one would think according to the bone's name, you know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, lifting our hands up and making fists, and then we're going to hold our breath and do this motion back quickly 7 times. And then once we do this 7 times, we'll gently release our hands and breathe out. So the whole time you're going back that 7 times, you're holding your breath. So make sure to take in plenty of air when you're breathing in. We're breathing in through our nose, to our belly, to our dantian, our main energy center, expanding our belly, holding our breath, and then breathing out. We'll push all that air out, contracting our belly, getting all the air out we can so that we can take in more. Now we're just going to do this one 3 times because it is pretty intense. And yeah, so let's go. So inhale. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's a great one to release tension in your shoulders, obviously, expand your lungs. You can do it more than 3 times if you're feeling good about your breath with that. Again, just listen to what your body wants and what's working for you, and see how things go. All right. Take in some regular breaths. Settle back down because we're going to move into our pretty short meditation. It is really a breathing exercise, but I call it a meditation because it's going to be more on your own time, depending on how you can breathe currently. So what we're going to do is be breathing the same way. I'd recommend going back. If you're still on the chair, that's fine. If you did the other sitting stance with me, let's go back to our cross-legged. And for this one, make sure you're by yourself. You're not going to be disturbed, because this one, I don't know, when I did this in Kung Fu class for the first time, it was really, really powerful for me. One of the most powerful meditations I'd ever had, and they lowered the lights and we all just focused on our breathing, and it just felt really good. And I felt the most relaxed I've felt in a really long time, which in Kung Fu is actually essential. A lot of people think Kung Fu is like, and like you're always kind of stiff and like you're coiled all the time and you're ready to lash out at people, which kind of, yes. But what a lot of people don't know about Kung Fu is that you want to be relaxed almost the whole time until the very last millisecond. And then you tense, but then immediately you go back to relax. So, you just kind of, relaxation is extremely important in Kung Fu, which is why it's great to practice Qigong, because, it is Kung Fu. And it really, Kung Fu came from Qigong. So relaxation is essential for all of this and for everyday life. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in for 7 seconds, expanding our belly again as we do that. Then hold your breath for 3 seconds. And then exhale for 10 seconds. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, hold. And then out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But obviously slower. I will lead you through the first couple breaths. Go to 7. So eventually you'll be able to, right now you'll probably be able to, but you'll be able to do this without worrying too much about the counting. But I would recommend just having your fingers down here. We want to do 7 of these breaths. So just kind of put out your fingers with each 10 that you finish. And then when you get to 7, you'll be done. So let's start. So get relaxed, make sure your spine's straight, shoulders relaxed. Take a little readying breath and then breathe in for 7. Hold your breath for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then out for 10. Really contracting your stomach all the way to get all that air out. And now inhale for 7. So that's 1. And then hold for 3. 1, 2. And then out for 10. All right, now you're on your own for the next 5. 7, 3, 10. And when you're done, open your eyes. And you should be able to slow the counting as you move forward and start being able to expand your breathing. If you do that exercise every day, it's really going to help you. If you do any cardio workouts, it's going to help you relax. I feel a lot more relaxed from doing that. I just love that exercise. It's one of my very favorite breathing exercises. Found it very effective, but hopefully one of these exercises will be effective for you. Yeah, breathing exercises are super important. They help you relax, they help you get more oxygen, they help your immunity, they help your cardio, all your organs, they'll help your Qigong practice. So try to work some in if any resonate with you. All right, looks like we have about 3 minutes left. So we're going to do some closing longevity exercises. Rub your hands together until they feel warm. And then massage your face up and around 3 times. If you have glasses, take them off like I did. And then we're going to tap our head. So have your wrists be kind of limp and use your fingertips to tap the acupressure points on your head. We'll just go along the center and then down and around the side of our head to the front. We'll do that 3 times. You should hear the tapping. All right. Now massage your ears from the very tips to the lobes, reaching every point you can on your ear to open up. Let energy flow through there. Come a little closer so that you guys can see this part. Get your thumb knuckles right here at the corner of your eye socket. You'll feel your skull and eye socket right there. There should be a little bump indicating the energy center. So you want to put your knuckles on that and roll forward 8 times and backward 8 times. And then put your thumbs in that same spot and run your pointer fingers over your eyebrows 8 times. And then under 8 times. Rub your hands together like this, creating some heat against your pointer fingers. And then we're going to shoot our hands out and forward along our nose 8 times. Hair's doing fun things today. And then take those same points of your hands and go above and below your lips and move back and forth 8 times. And then put your fingers at the corners of your lips and go up and down 8 times. And then we'll just rub our hands together one more time. Breathe in deeply, going over our face, down our neck, connecting our head to our heart, and our heart do our Dan Tien. To close our practice, we'll breathe in, expanding our belly, closing that energy circle around 8 times. Shake it to seal the energy. And that's all for today. Do a little bow to finish. I hope this was beneficial for you guys. Hope you employ these breathing practices and they help you in your life as they have helped me in my life, especially with increasing your immunity. This is a great way to do it. Subscribe and follow if you liked what you saw today. I also do private coaching, teaching, healing online or virtually right now. So if you're ever interested in that, you can email me at qigemuniverse@gmail.com, and we can get going with lessons if you're interested. The pricing just depends on what you need. So just ask me and tell me what you're looking for, and we'll see what we can do to help you feel better. That's all for today. I also accept tips at paypal.me/qigem. It was great practicing with you guys today, and I'll see you later. Be well. Thank you.